Tottenham Luton. So great result in the end. Win. Doesn't really matter about the goal difference at this moment. Luton's a tough side. I know a lot of teams have got results on them, but it's never really been a one-sided. It's always they are giving a fight for most teams. I believe against Arsenal, it was a very close game against someone else who just pipped them as well. We had the whole controversy with the goal over the line, things like that. But what are the takeaways from it? I think one of the main things is Kulusevski, especially after that interview, I think he was trying to prove a point that he wanted to play inside. And that kind of was a detriment to him and also us, because then you're losing the whole right-hand side, so then you're narrowing the pitch and you're only using, well, 3/4 of the pitch, really. And Porro's going to have to make that run and make that overlap run, but he wants to more invert, because it's Adogu who inverts and more overlaps compared to Porro, really. So I think Kulusevski was a detriment to the team in that sense, which made the difference when Brennan Johnson came on, spreading the pitch, making the pitch nice and big, and then we can burst through, and then we created a lot more chances. So I think if Kulusevski wants to play inside, the game time's going to reduce, and it's a shame because he is a good player. When he does use the width and cut in later down the pitch, he is a good player. When he tries to beat his man, he's a great player. But we can't have Maddison and Kulusevski in that system unless we was to change the forward two, and we was to change more to a 4-4-2, have Son and Werner as the forward players, probably Son more on the left, Werner more on the right, or vice versa. Have those as the top two. They split every so often, or they stay narrow, and then the fullbacks are the ones overlapping, creating the width, or even your 2-8 or deep lining 8s. Then the 2-10s, which will be Maddison and Kulusevski, can either go wide if they want to and spread the pitch, or one of them funnels through the middle and one of them drops a little bit deeper and it creates still a 4-3-3, or it can create a 4-2-4, etc. like that. So I think that would be the only way to fit both of those in, really, if Kulusevski is going to be adamant and coming in. Or we've just got to be strict to just say, right, you're staying out wide for this at the moment. Maybe in the second half swap, and I know Maddison's got experience playing out wide, and see if we can play him out wide and Kulusevski as in the hole. But I like Maddison in that hole at the moment. I do like Kulusevski in there, but I think Maddison is that level above at the moment. So sorry, I'm a little bit ill, so that's the issue with me talking a lot at the moment. So regarding the team as a whole, I think Basim was a little bit better than normal, still not great. I think Jackson was a little bit slow to start with, grew more into the game, was a very, I could say, a heels player, what I explained to some of my players, in a sense they're always on their heels rather than being proactive. When you saw him in Serie A, always on his toes, and he wanted to burst forward, he wanted to be that playmaker. The game, especially the first half the other day, he was always on his heels, and he would have to take the extra touch to look up. And it wasn't just an immediate thing, and it wasn't really a certain pass, it was always a second thought pass. In a sense, it was, oh, should I do it? Oh, all right, then play. I think it will grow into it. I know he's more naturally on the right-hand side of defence, so that might be another reason as well. And you could see him more as a natural replacement. Well, not replacement, but a backup for Romero. But I'm not sure, if I'm honest. I'm hoping to see next season Phillips come in as well, and Phillips be more for the left, Jackson more for the right. I think Phillips will be able to do that left-hand role as a backup very well. I think Jackson would still be the third choice, and then Phillips will be more cup competitions. But yes, regarding the rest of the team, I thought the cameos from Lo Celso was great. Obviously, Brennan Johnson, brilliant. Bentancur looked similar to his old self. There was an interview on international break that he had broke a toe. So that could be a factor of why he hasn't been playing well and as agile and quick as he normally was. So that's kind of a little excuse for him to go. So hopefully he starts to progress. And especially right near the end running of the season, he is phenomenal. When we play Arsenal, we smack them 5-0, stop them winning the league. What I am really annoyed about is the amount of times we've dropped points this season, and now looking at the league table, I believe we are 6 or 9 points off of top. What is the so right? We have 56. Top of the league has 67. So at the moment we are 11 points off top, and we are 9 points off of Arsenal, 8 points off of City. If we'd have beat Fulham, which we're capable of, 5 and 6 points off of Scum and City. It's one of those, like, and we've still got to play in both. We've still got to play Liverpool as well. We win those 3 games, they're all dropping points. We could be above them, or we could be level, or within a game as well. It is frustrating, but the positives from looking at that sort of thing is next season when we've got a full squad, an upgraded squad, more under Ange as well, under the training systems, everyone's used to it more. We can be progressing more and we can be better, because a lot of the games, when you look at it, we drew with City when we had Davies and Royale, I believe, at centre back. We lost to Wolves when we had Dyer and Davies as centre back. If you just take away those 2 games, that's another 6 points. So then you're looking at, we're on 62, let's say. Oh no, that'll be another 4 points, sorry. So we'd be on 60 points. We'd be 4 points off of City, 5 points off of Arsenal, 7 points off top. Then you're looking at, we beat City on the second leg. Then you're looking at 1 point off City, beat Arsenal, you're looking at 2 points off Arsenal. Like, it's doable. I think there's a lot of upgrading needed in the summer and a lot of replacements. And I think I saw a report the other day on X that we had 250 million. I don't believe it truly. I think we'd be spending about 150 mark and also selling players. So it wouldn't be 150 on top. It'll be 150 total, probably sell 100 million worth of players. So I saw a lot about a 6. I'd love Everton Zanana. That as a 6, I think he'd be brilliant for us. Maybe look to get rid of Basuma or have him as a backup. I prefer Højbjerg as a backup because I know Højbjerg will always put 100% effort in and pretty much plays for the badge. Basuma can get lost in games, but he can also be one of the best players on the pitch. It's really frustrating. Similar to the Ndombele situation, really. So if we get rid of one of those players, you get rid of a Hill, you get rid of Solomon, because I know a lot of the fans have turned on Solomon. He is a good player, but I want a good environment around the team, and if the fans aren't liking him, I think it's one of those. But a lot of the fans probably is the ex-fans, so can't really listen to him a lot. Then you're looking at on the maybe getting rid of Richarlison. You're looking at getting rid of Emerson. You're looking at probably getting rid of Forster, just signed a new deal, so he's probably staying. You look at it. Then you look at low players: Reguilon, Spence, Roden, Tanganga. I saw Veliz is going to get loaned out to someone else as well. Scarlett's probably going to get another loan. Parrott probably another loan. Maybe I wouldn't mind if we sell Parrott even to low prem high championship. I think he deserves it. I feel like he's losing his chance within every season, and I don't see a future, sadly. But when you look at it, there is a lot of scope for development with our team, and I think we can do well next season. I think we will do well this season and next. I see us getting 3rd or 4th. I'm hoping that 3rd is above Arsenal, and it goes City, Liverpool, Spurs. And it is doable because you're looking at it, 9 points within, 8 games? 9 games, and we're on 29, ain't we? 9 games, we got to catch up 9 points. One of those against them, so you can look at 6 points. I'm not sure if Arsenal's running, but let's just say they use them all because we hate them lot. Brighton, they got Luton, Brighton, Villa, Wolves away, Chelsea, us, Bournemouth, United, Everton. They play United I might be FA, I'm not sure. And then Liverpool last day of the season. I can see quite a lot. It's not an easy run-in. You can see Luton getting a scrappy draw. You can see Brighton turning it on. You can see Villa, Unai Emery trying to get revenge. Wolves have been up and down a lot this season. Chelsea have got to turn on some point and get some results. Tottenham at the Lane, it was only last season when we really lost and weren't that great. Normally we're pretty good against them at home. Bournemouth, you could see a result. Ten Hag trying to get his job out one of the last games of the season. He's going to be wanting to show off a bit and try and get an extension for next season. Everton, Sean Dyche feel they've been near the bottom of the league. Try and get a scrappy win. Then Liverpool will need a win to try and secure the league against City. So really, they could lose all of them. And then they might finish, 5th or 6th. And I would love life if they finish 5th or 6th. I can't see it, but it's a possibility. Because let's say they drop all the points. God, maybe not. The 6th place, you got United on 48 points. So you're looking at 17 points in 9 games. You're looking at, what's that, 9, 18, 27 points max. Yeah, maybe not, but we can believe. If they finish 6th, oh, it would be brilliant. Scenes of glorious emotions and the meltdown of Ty and all of that on AFTV. It would be brilliant. So let me know what you think Tottenham's results are going to be, where you think we're going to finish, where you think damn lot are going to finish, what do you think of the game at the weekend, and also any transfers you'd like to see brought into the club. There will be a couple more videos coming a little bit more regular now because I'm trying to plan my weeks a little bit more. So I will see you on the next one, and peace.